Hare Krishna, welcome to morning Amrut Vani program. His Grace Kaustubha Krishna Prabhuji will be giving his transcendental words of wisdom. Dr. Rameshwar Nayak Prabhuji will be reading the Nama Amrita. Welcome to everyone. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु दंडवत प्रणाम। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। हरे कृष्ण नामामृता। Lord Chaitanya introduced the Maha Mantra to counteract the philosophy of impersonalism. Lord Chaitanya introduced Maha Mantra to counteract the philosophy of imperialism. Lord Chaitanya to Prakashananda Saraswati. The Mayavadi philosophy is so degraded that it has taken the insignificant living entities to be the Lord, the Supreme Truth, thus covering the glory and supremacy of the Absolute Truth with monism. Sripada Shankaracharya purposely claimed the Jiva Tattva or living entities to be equal to the Supreme God. Therefore, his entire philosophy is based on a misunderstanding, and it misguides the people to become the atheists whose mission in life is unfulfilled. The mission of human life is, as described in Bhagavad Gita, is to surrender unto the Supreme Lord and become his devotees. But the Mayavadi philosophy misleads one to defy the existence of the Supreme Personality Godhead and the purpose oneself as the Supreme Lord. Thus it is misguided hundreds and thousands of innocent men. The Mayavadi philosophy misguides the people by claiming the Mayavadi philosophy is so great that it has taken insignificant entities to be the Lord, the Supreme Truth, thus covering the glory of supremacy of the Absolute Truth with monism. Sripada Shankaracharya purposely claimed the Jiva Tattva or living entities to be equal to the Supreme God. Therefore, his entire philosophy is based on the misunderstanding, and it misguided the people to become atheists whose mission in the life is unfulfilled. It is repeated again.
I think third page you have to show.
Yeah. Okay.
One who engages from that page.
Okay.
One who engages. This page also I think is read, no?
Yeah. This page I have not read this one.
Okay.
By thus covering the glories of Supreme Lord, the Mayavadi philosophers have done greatest disservice to human society. It is to counteract these most abominable activities of the Mayavadi philosophers that Lord Chaitanya has introduced the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Namevi Kevalam, Kalau Nasti, Eva Nasti, Eva Nasti, Gatiranyatha. In this age of quarrel and hypocrisy, the only means of deliverance is chanting the holy name of the Lord. There is no other way, there is no other way, there is no other way. People should simply engage the chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. For thus they will gradually come to understand that they are not the Supreme Personality Godhead as they have been taught by the Mayavadi philosophers, but are eternal servants of the Lord. As soon as one engages himself in the transcendental service of the Lord, he becomes free. Mama chayo vyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate sa gunan samatityan brahma bhujate kalpate. Next page, please. Next page is not. One who engages in full devotional service, who does not fall down in any circumstances, at once transcends the modes of material nature and thus comes to the level of Brahmana. Bhagavad Gita 14.26. Therefore, the Hare Krishna movement or Krishna conscious movement is the only light for the foolish living entities who think either that there is no God or that if God exists, he is the formless and they themselves are also God. This misconception are very dangerous and the only way to counteract them is to spread the Hare Krishna movement. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela 7.120. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Shri Shri Radha Ras Bihari ki jai, Shri Shri Lalita Sakhi Vishakha ki jai, Shri Shri Sitaram Lakshman Bhakta Hanuman ki jai, Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maya ki jai, Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki jai, Samasta Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Morning Japa program ki jai, Amrut Vani ki jai. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord says in chapter number 15, Sarvasya chaham hriday sanivishto matta smriti jnanam apohanam cha vedescha sarve aham eva vedyo vedanta krid veda videsha chaham. He says, I am sitting in the heart of everyone. Lord Krishna is telling to Arjuna that I am sitting in the heart of every living entity, and from me I give them the Smriti to remember the Lord. I give them the knowledge and I give them also the forgetfulness. I have prepared the Vedas. I am the knower of the Vedas and you can know me through the Vedas. Now some of the people like Shankaracharya, they twisted the meaning of the Vedas and the Lord being within the heart. They said that the Lord has no form. He is Nirakar. And when he took the form as Krishna, he was just like us, the human beings. And by this way, twisted the meaning of the Vedas and created the people Mayavad. We say Mayavad, and the other meaning is the people like communists, like Muslims. They say that there is no God, or if there is God, he is Nirakar, he has no shape. Once, Radhanath Swami was traveling in the plane, and there was a Muslim chap sitting by his side. And Radhanath Swami was chanting the holy name of the Lord. And the Muslim tells him, have you seen God? There is no God. And God is there, but he has no shape. He is not in the human form. So the Swamiji, he told them, when you are going for namaz, praying, bowing before the Lord, so does he see you? He says, yes, the Lord, Allah sees us. So he said, that means he has some eyes also who can see. And then when you say Allahu Akbar, then the God can hear it. He says, yes, he hears. That means he has the ears also. to hear it. And by that way, he convinced that Muslim chap that the Lord has the shape, and because he has the shape, therefore he has created the shapes like that. And the Muslim chap agreed, yes. Otherwise, they had the impression that we are just praying the deities, they call it as stones, and we are praying the stones. And that way, the Shankaracharya's philosophy created a havoc in the whole world, and the people started claiming themselves to be the lords. But they did not know that the Lord is eternal. Even the soul within us is eternal. Neither it can be killed, neither can be burnt, but the body can be burnt. To counteract this philosophy, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he appeared 500 years ago and gave the name that the Lord has put all his powers within his name and within his scriptures, the books like Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, etc. He said, Harer Naam, Harer Naam eva kevalam, kalau nasteva, nasteva, nasteva gati anyata. Why he said 3 times? So that the people there, it becomes more effective that yes, it is only the name of the Lord, it is only the name of the Lord which can take us to the absolute truth and get us mukti. So Lord also says that Mamaivansho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. All these living entities are my part and particles, and the soul within them is my part. It is eternal. And the duty of the soul is to serve me and come back to Golok, Vrindavan. And therefore he says, Sarva dharman parityaja mam ekam sharanam virja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshashami mashacha. You leave all sort of religions, religious activities and other irreligious activities. Just come and surrender to me. Take my name, and then I will free you from all the sins what you have. There have been examples like in the previous yugas also, Dhruv Maharaj, he just chanted the name of the Lord. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And he got delivered, got the darshan of the Lord himself. Prahlad Maharaj, he did the same thing. And he glorified the Lord. And in spite of having so many problems and difficulties and types of killing him, he survived because he was under the protection of the Lord. Similarly, we have Valmiki Rishi, who just chanted, who was a Daku himself, dacoit, and he became a Rishi and got so much of the knowledge. Why go far? We have Haridas Thakur in Kalyug, who is known as Namachari because he kept on chanting, even though he was beaten in Bish Bazaar, but he did not leave the chanting of the holy name. We have examples of Sanatan Goswami and Rupa Goswami, who were Muslims, but they kept on chanting the name of the Lord. under the guidance of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and with his mercy, they also became the Swamis in the devotional service. So therefore, it is necessary that we should keep on chanting the holy name of the Lord, knowing very well that the Lord has the ship, and discarding the philosophy of Shankaracharya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj ki jai. समस्त